Here we will see foreign key constraint in SQL Server. A foreign key is a field or a column that is used to establish a link between two tables. The foreign key constraint is used to prevent actions that would destroy links between the table. It is a field or collection of fields in one table that refers to the primary key in another table. It is also known as referencing key of a table because it can reference any field defined as unique. The table with foreign key is called the child table and the table with primary key is called the referenced or parent table. A foreign key is defined using foreign key and reference keyword. In addition to linking the table, the foreign key constraint ensures referential integrity by preventing changes to the data in the primary key table from invalidating the link to data in the foreign key table. That is, a foreign key prevents operations like dropping the table that would eliminate the connection between two tables. There are some rules while defining the foreign key. A value other than null is entered in the column of the foreign key constraint. That value must already exist in the referenced column of the parent table. Else you will get a foreign key violation error. Foreign key constraints can reference tables with the same database in the same server. Foreign key constraints can be defined to reference another column in the same table. This is referred as a self-reference. A foreign key constraint on a single column, that is column level constraint, can reference only one column in the parent table and should have the same data type as the referenced column. A foreign key constraint on a single column, that is column level constraint, can reference only one column in the parent table and should have the same data type as the referenced column. A foreign key constraint defined at the table level on a combination of columns should have the same number of reference columns as the number of columns defined in the constraint list. The data type of each column in the constraint must be the same as the corresponding column in the column list. There is no limit on the number of foreign key constraints a table can contain that reference other tables. However, it is limited by the hardware configuration and the database design. Foreign key constraints are not enforced on temporary tables. General syntax for creating a foreign key on a single column is create table, table name, then columns, and then we'll specify foreign key with column name, references, then reference table name and the reference column name. For example, create table order. Here I have defined order ID as a primary key, order number as an integer, and I will declare ID as a foreign key, references person1 ID. Here person1 is a table and ID is the field in the person1 table. We can create a foreign key using constraint keyword. General syntax is create table, table name, then data types, then column names with data types, and we'll add constraint as constraint name, foreign key, then column name, references, the table name and the column name from that table. For example, create table orders, then fields for that table, and then we'll add constraint as foreign key person order, which is the name of the constraint, then foreign key as ID and references person1 ID. We can create a foreign key to an existing table. General syntax is alter table name, then add constraint name as foreign key, column name, references, table name and column name. For example, alter table orders, add constraint foreign key person order, then foreign key field name, references person1 which is a table and ID is a field from person1. We can drop a foreign key constraint using alter table. General syntax is alter table name and drop constraint name. For example, alter table orders, drop constraint foreign key person order. We can add a foreign key using SQL Server Management Studio. For this, from Object Explorer window, first open the table in design mode. Then from table designer menu, select relationship, then select foreign key relationship and select add. When you click on add, the relationship appears in the selected relationship list with a system provided name. Then select tables and columns specification from the grid, and in the tables and columns dialog box in the primary key drop down list, choose the table that will be on the primary key side of the relationship. By default, table designer suggests a name for the relationship and choose OK to create a relationship. First we will use the database project 1. Here we will create table orders. So create table orders with field order ID as int, not null and primary key. Then we will define another field order number int, not null and we'll define foreign key as id of type int, then foreign key references person2 with field id, and we will execute this. It will execute command successfully. To check this, first we'll refresh this. Here order table is created and here id field is created as foreign key, which sets the reference to person2 table. Here id field is a primary key. Then we'll create another table to add constraint to the table level. So create table order1 with fields order id of type integer not null primary key, then order number of type integer not null and field id, and we'll add constraint for foreign key. So constraint foreign key name id, then foreign key for the field id and references person2 for the field id. Then we'll execute this and we'll refresh this. It will create another table order1 with fields order id as a primary key and id as a foreign key. Then we'll create another table order3 with fields order id of type integer not null primary key, then order number of type integer not null and id of type integer. Then we will execute this. It will create table order3. Then we'll add the constraint foreign key for the field id. For this we'll use alter table, then table name as order3, add constraint. I'll specify the constraint name as order id, then I'll specify foreign key for the field id, references table person2 for the field id, and we'll execute this command. It will add the constraint foreign key order id to table order3. We will check it. Here order3 table is created and constraint is added for the field id. Now we can drop this constraint. So for this we'll use alter table. So alter table drop constraint and we'll give the constraint name as foreign key order id. Alter table order3 drop constraint foreign key. We will select this command and we'll execute this. It will drop the constraint. To check this, we will refresh this. Here we will check foreign key constraint is removed from the field id. We can add the constraint using SQL Server Management Studio. For this we will open the table in design mode. Here we are going to add the constraint to id field. So select the field, right click and select relationship, then click on add. Here constraint name is given by default. Then we will select the table. Primary key table is order3. Here we will select the table person2 and we will select the field id and click on OK. It will create the constraint for person2 and field is id. We will close this, and when we refresh this, here id field is created as foreign key.